The San Francisco 49ers might be the team that can stop the Eagles' tush push. We all know about the tush push. It's been absolutely unstoppable. And I do think the 49ers might have the recipe for being able to stop it. A lot of it has to do with one specific player, and that player goes by the name Javon Hargrave. He is a former Eagles defensive lineman, and he knows this offensive line for the Eagles very, very well. And I think he could be a key element to why the 49ers can stop him. But take a listen to Javon Hargrave right here going up against his old team and what his expectations are against this O line.
Compared to being teammates with those guys on the offensive line for those years, is it a different process when you study them to go against them?
I think they know me like I know them. I think we went at it for about 3 years. So, I know what to do against them, and I guess they know what to do against me.
Do you even have to watch a lot of film this week?
Nah, I still do it. I'm sure they're doing a lot more different stuff than when I was there. But I got a good feel for it.
What makes that offensive line so successful? You've been around that.
It's just a lot of talent. You got about 5 Pro Bowlers on one offensive line, so they all great players, and they got a great coach right behind them.
How much do they actually practice that QB sneak in practice when you're with them?
I don't remember us ever practicing it, so I don't think they really practice it. I think they just detail it for real.
I found that last part about Javon Hargrave, never really noticing that the offensive line really practiced that play. And going back to my time, as a former offensive lineman who I never played in the NFL, but I played up until college, I don't remember practicing that play either. It's just kind of one of those things where it's like, what the plan is. It's everyone takes one step inside towards the center. The center is starting, and he really just jets out and keeps his pad level low. But I do think there is an ability for this defensive line to stop the tush push. And I do think it starts with Javon Hargrave, and not necessarily because he has some inside information or anything like that, but because he is a smaller defensive tackle and he's very quick off the line of scrimmage. And that has to be the recipe in stopping this play from working. And it starts with Jason Kelce. You have to stop him. If you stop him, you have a really good opportunity of stopping everyone else because he is the momentum pile driver of that particular play. And so really what I think it comes down to is if Javon Hargrave, who is a smaller defensive tackle, can meet Kelce with snap, get off, and leverage, and could stonewall Kelce at the line of scrimmage, and then you have everyone pinching in between, very similar to the way the offensive line does it, I really do think they could potentially stop this play. Now, it's been an unstoppable play, so it is somewhat of actual bold take to say that I think the San Francisco 49ers could be the one to stop it. But I see the path forward. I see how you can neutralize this play, and it starts with neutralizing Jason Kelce and his push off the line of scrimmage. And if you can do that with a shorter, quicker defensive tackle, I think that's the best way to do it. I don't think putting up a huge defensive tackle like Javon Kinlaw or Eric Armstead is what you want to do. Because, like I said, you want to meet him at his pad level. And the thing that Jason Kelce is doing is literally torpedoing into the ground. So it's almost like you have to meet him there and stop that momentum from moving forward. It's a really, really tough task. It's hard to do, but Javon Hargrave is built perfectly in that scenario. And then obviously the other way you're going to have to do it is you're going to have other defensive tackles shooting the B gap. You're going to have linebackers jumping over the top, but it all starts with the center. And so the nose tackle can also be the one to disrupt the whole thing. If you can push back or just stop Jason Kelce's momentum, that is what's going to stop everything else. So that's the way that I'm rationalizing it. I do think the 49ers have a shot at stopping the tush push. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but I do think they can do it. And I think it starts with Javon Hargrave in the center of this particular play. Not putting Eric Armstead, not putting Kinlaw, Hargrave. Low man wins, and that's why this play is so successful. And if you can get Hargrave underneath those pads to be able to stop that forward momentum from the center, everything else will be like a domino effect. So I do think the 49ers could do it, especially with Javon Hargrave's ability to understand the strengths and weaknesses of the individual offensive linemen. Again, it's not like he has some like secret recipe to be able to stop it, especially if they didn't practice it at practice a whole bunch. But I do think there is a world that exists where the 49ers could be the team to stop it. Now we're going to find out. We're going to find out. I see the path. I'm someone who likes the tush push. Like not a lot of people like that play. I'm a big fan of it because I'm a former offensive lineman. It's the epitome of line up and stop us. And that's why I think that play is great. And Philadelphia runs it to perfection and they run it so well. And a lot of that has to do with Jason Kelsey. And so I want to see the San Francisco 49ers neutralize it as well. And I think they have the pieces to do it. Will they? We'll find out. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think the 49ers have an opportunity to stop the tush push? Could they be that team that, finds triumph over this unstoppable play? I think they could be. I do. I think there is a really good opportunity here. Um, Obviously, I'm really very interested to see how the San Francisco 49ers line up against this look. It's one of the things that I'm most excited about with this matchup is just like when that moment comes and it's short yardage play and you got to have it and you know that what the Eagles are bringing out. What do the 49ers do? How do they line up and how do they counteract against it? I can't wait to see because, like I said, I think they have the right piece to really disrupt that forward momentum that makes that play so unstoppable. And if you can get a quick get off from your nose tackle into Jason Kelsey, that is how you disrupt that play. And then you obviously have to have your guys in sync behind you. But if you can do that, you can really make that play ineffective. So, and that's really what it comes down to. It's Jason Kelsey. That's why the play is so successful. Obviously, they've got it down to a basic science at this point. But if they can figure out how to stop that man from moving, I think they could figure this out. But you guys let me know, will the 49ers stop it or will this just continue to be the unstoppable play? Let me know in the comments below, and as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.